All right, let's talk about the dividend dream. The idea of living entirely off the passive income from your investments. It's the ultimate goal for so many people, right? But what does it actually take to turn that dream into a reality? Let's break it down. Just picture it for a second. $5,000 just appears in your bank account every single month, and you didn't have to lift a finger for it. I mean, that's financial freedom, isn't it? No more alarm clocks, no more bosses, just a nice, steady stream of income funding your entire life. And this dream, this idea of being financially free, all thanks to dividends, it's become this huge, powerful goal for so many aspiring investors. It's incredibly motivating for sure, but the real question is, how realistic is it?
Okay, so let's cut through the fantasy and get right down to the numbers. To make that dream happen, how much money do you actually need? To generate that kind of income safely, sustainably, for the long run.
$1 million. Yep, that's the number. To safely generate a really substantial passive income, you're looking at a 7-figure portfolio. And for a lot of people, seeing that number in black and white, it can be a real shock to the system. But the math behind it is surprisingly simple. Let's say you want to generate $40,000 a year. Well, on a $1 million portfolio, that comes out to a safe 4% annual yield. This is what's known as the 4% rule, and it's basically a cornerstone of retirement planning. The whole idea is to protect your original investment so your money can last. But that $1 million hurdle, that is a massive reality check. It feels daunting, right? And it's that feeling that drives so many investors to start looking for a shortcut. And this is where the temptation comes in, chasing those super high yield stocks. The logic seems to make sense on the surface. Hey, a 12% yield gets me to my goal 3 times faster than a 4% yield. But as we're about to see, that shortcut often leads straight to a dead end. This dangerous shortcut actually has a name. It's called the yield trap. And understanding what this is, well, it's absolutely crucial if you want to protect your capital. So what in the world is a yield trap? Well, it's an investment with a dividend yield that looks incredibly tempting. It's so high, but it's usually a sign that the business is in serious trouble. That dividend is completely unsustainable, and when the company inevitably cuts it, the stock price can absolutely collapse, wiping out your initial investment along with it. And here's the real problem, the heart of the issue. When you're chasing a flashy 12% yield, you're taking on huge risks. You might get a few big checks for a little while, sure, but behind the scenes, the value of your actual portfolio is probably eroding. A safer 4% yield, on the other hand, is built on a solid, stable foundation that's designed to protect and even grow your capital over time. So if chasing high yields is a trap, what's the solution? What's the better path? It's a much more patient approach, one that focuses on one thing first and foremost: growth. You have to build your portfolio before you can even start thinking about living off the income. Think of it as a simple 2-step process. Step 1, build the pot. Your only focus should be on growing the total value of your portfolio. Forget about dividends for now. Then, and only then, step 2, once your pot is big enough to actually support your income goals, that's when you start to switch your focus to safe income-producing assets. It all comes down to that old saying, right? Don't put the cart before the horse. Trying to generate a big income from a small portfolio, that's the cart. Building a substantial, strong portfolio, that's the horse. And you absolutely need the horse before you can expect to pull the cart anywhere. So really, this is about a total mindset shift. The goal isn't just about getting a monthly check today. The real goal is building long-term, sustainable wealth. Because once you've built the wealth, the income part is actually pretty easy. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Take an honest look at your own strategy. Are you patiently building your pot for the long term, or are you getting tempted by that dangerous shortcut of chasing high yields? The answer to that question is going to shape your entire financial future.